Paranoid Paxton. Paxton is a really useful engine on the island of Sodor, and he always likes to be really reliable. And now he is still thinking about the other railway he once belonged to. And the truth is, Paxton was not one of the Fat Controller's engines, and sometimes he keeps thinking about it in future. One day he was taking some slate trucks to the quarry, went through a tunnel, puffed past by the shed, went to the yard, and then he saw a familiar engine who he never seen before, and he was behind Billy. Just then, Paxton met Billy. "Hello, Billy," said Paxton. "Who's this?" "Paxton," said Billy, "this is Stafford, the electric engine." "Hello, Paxton," said Stafford. How are you?" I'm very good, thanks," said Paxton. "Nice to meet you, Stafford." And, "Paxton," said Stafford, "is something wrong?" Not really," said Paxton. "I just want to carry on with my own work. See you later." And with that, Paxton was away. And then Billy and Stafford were still together again. Later, Paxton had already finished his work when he came back to the yards again. This time he met Neville and Ferdinand, and they were surprised. To see Paxton again. Hi, Paxton," said Neville. "You look unhappy." "Yes, I do," said Paxton. "I keep thinking about my future on Sodor. I keep thinking about my future on Sodor when the Fat Controller will replace me for Stafford." Neville and Ferdinand were upset. "Paxton," said Ferdinand, "don't think like that. Nothing is really going to happen to you. You're the greatest engine ever." "I know," said Paxton. "Anyway, I've got to think things through first," he said. "See you later." And with that, Paxton was off. He was ready to go back to the shed. He had been a hard-working engine all day. He found Luke and Rusty. "Hi, you two," said Paxton. "What are you two doing here?" "We're just resting," said Luke and Rusty. "Oh, really?" said Paxton. "I'm going to rest as well." And he was. Suddenly, something went wrong with the turntable. It was jammed, and poor Paxton couldn't move. "Oh, this stupid turntable," said Paxton. "Now I can't move at all," he thought. The turntable master tried hard to pull the lever, but it was still jammed. "Go get help," said Paxton. "We can't," said Luke and Rusty. "We're stuck in the sheds now." But unfortunately, they weren't for long. The turntable was fixed again, and Paxton was ready to go to the sheds, when suddenly Paxton didn't notice that his back wheel was trapped by the turntable. "Paxton," said Rusty, "watch out." But Paxton didn't know that something bad was going to happen. All of a sudden, something happened that nobody expected. The turntable flipped Paxton high up in the air, and he fell in the turntable well. "Ow," said Paxton. "I'm hurt." "I hope you're all right," said Luke and Rusty. "I'm hurt," said Paxton sadly. Just then, Neville and Ferdinand puffed in to see what was going on. "Paxton," said Ferdinand, "are you all right?" "I am," said Paxton, "but a little bit hurt though." Just then the Fat Controller arrived. "I've heard that you've had a terrible accident on the turntable, Paxton," he said. "Really, sir?" said Paxton. "Yes, I did," said the Fat Controller. But But don't worry about it. I'm going to send you to the works to be mended. But Paxton had only one question to ask the Fat Controller. Sir, said Paxton, are you really going to have Stafford as my replacement? Said Paxton. Just please don't send me away. I'm a bit paranoid and unhappy as well. The Fat Controller smiled. Don't you even think about it, said the Fat Controller. Stafford wouldn't even share his branch line with some engines like Luke and Rusty, so I sent him packing. So I sent him packing. Luke and Rusty were offended. Ugh, said Luke. I do not like engines like that at all. Me neither, said Rusty. It's good that Stafford is away from this railway. I thought Stafford was a nice engine, and I didn't know that he was going to be this so rude. Me neither, said Luke, and with that the two engines agreed. The Fat Controller spoke to Paxton again. Paxton, he said, you're going to go to the works to be mended, and when you're at the works, I'm going to phone the owner from the other railway about where you came from, and then I'll sign the contract for him, and then I'll have you as my full-time engine on the railway. Seriously, Paxton, you'll be fit to be on my railway. And Paxton was happy. Thank you, sir, he said. It's all right, said the Fat Controller, and he walked happily away. And then Paxton was able to breathe a sigh of relief.